Happy Friday! I'm Jasmine. I'm the creator of Adorn Light Elements, which is your new skincare company in Houston, Texas. Make sure you subscribe. I put out new videos every Friday. You can go ahead and hit that bell so you will be the first to get this light. Alright, let's get into it. I am so excited about today. I wanted to talk about holding space. It's like the new thing that I've been hearing almost everywhere. Like every video that I watch is about holding space, holding space, holding space. I'm like, what does that even mean? I am gonna make it simple for you. Holding space is literally creating time. You're creating time to be in your present moment, in your present feeling, in your present mood, in your present being. You are allowing yourself in your spirit to experience without judgment, without trying to interpret why you feel this way, without any other factor but to experience it. So before I get too deep into holding space, we are going to be talking about taking up space and forcing space. Two things that we can sometimes get confused with holding space. All right, taking up space. So let's talk about the bag lady. Everybody know the bag lady. Bag lady got about 10 bags. Might be things she feels like she needs though, right? Like she feel like she need that. Things that define her. Things that correlate with her spirit. Things that she feels has been owed to her. Things she feels like she deserves. She's coming. You gotta wait on her to try to get all these bags in the car. She's not leaving anything. She's going to make it fit. Okay. If she got to use a couple of seats in the car, and if that's what makes all her bags fit, so she can bring them with her, that's taking up space. And a lot of people look at taking up space like people who are just unapologetic, like they have been this way all their life and they kind of feel like it's their right to be extra in a way. It's the bragger. It's the bully. In some ways, it could be a bully. What we like to call, in Houston, it can be the boss hoggers. You know, it could be a truck that, because baby, this pees me off. A truck that takes up 2 car spaces. Okay, 2. A pickup truck. I ain't talking about an 18-wheeler or nothing. A pickup truck. Okay. This pickup truck takes up 2 spaces. So now, in the parking lot, the spaces in the front, they were in the front. So now, I gotta go park all the way in the back. I have my 80-year-old grandpa with me, and we're trying to go grocery shopping. And basically, it's raining, and I have to, figure out a way to get my grandpa inside the store, or I can wait for the rain. It can be inconvenient when they actually had a spot by that truck. All empathy when you are truly taking up space and not just being in your element, but taking up space for the need to prove, like, I am here and I will be seen and I will make sure that I get my room. So I'm gonna put 15 bags in 15 seats. That way I can move around whenever I want to. It's only 20 seats in the class, but 15 is for me. It's okay to be bold. It's okay to be vibrant. It's okay to be loud. It's okay. One thing you cannot be, though, which you can be it, but you have to really be able to put yourself in someone else's shoes. Karma is real. And when karma really is all just law of attraction. So if you act this way, then it's going to come back around to you, because that's the energy you put out. That's all karma is. So they got good and bad karma. It's not like, what people make it. But if you encounter a you, what would you do? Would you try to one up them? Would you try to take up more space? Would you try to take their space? It's always other people like that. So when you're taking up space, you just need to be mindful of what comes with that. Okay, forcing space. Now, forcing space is your hoarder. Okay, it's different from the bag lady, because the bag lady she's actually pretty calculated with whatever she brings. It all relates to her in her present moment. They're very calculated. When you take up space, you are aware of everything in that space that you're taking. You're aware of every perimeter that you are taking up. Forcing is when you already took up the space. Now you got a bag on top of bag on top of bag, and now you're about to go buy some more bags, and you literally have no more room. Like, you're literally forcing things in your life that should not be there, maybe don't want to be there, possibly spoiled, and you bring in new things into that environment. And the thing is, with new and old, if something new touches something old, does it make that old thing new? No. When something old touches something new, it makes that new thing old. Let me run that back to you. When something new touches something old, it does not make that old thing new. But when something old touches something new, that new thing is now old. When you have a certain amount of space, it's just no way that certain things will fit. You cannot fit certain things. It's going to end up being forced. You're going to end up stretching, or you're going to end up making room and stepping on something else, destroying something else. Like, I used to watch hoarders all the time, and these people barely knew where anything was at. They got some hoarders that, they know, like, but most of the time they just got stuff, and usually it's a deeper issue. The forcers, when I encountered the forcers, baby, they here. What's up? They here. They bowing, bow, bow, bow. And they about to bring their whole crew with them too. And they whole crew about to be just on demon. Okay. So yeah, I'm very aware of all that energy. Sometimes forcing space can really be lying to yourself, thinking that you have all this room when you really don't. So, it's just evaluating yourself. Now, holding space. Holding space. Sorry, y'all. My allergies. Holding space is a whole nother energy. Those people that you might look at them and they might look like they're in their head, but they're observing. They listen a lot more than they talk. They spend a lot of alone time to understand themselves. They allow people to speak, and they actually listen without a whole lot of input, or a whole lot of fixing, or a whole lot of judgment. Like if I told them, hey, yeah, I really need some money. And be like, yeah, I feel that. Yeah, because I got all these bills due and blah, 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 blah. Man, that's life, huh? You know, like stuff like that. And you be like, and you thinking like, no, this person's supposed to tell me where I can find some money or what jobs are hiring. That was I know some jobs and I'll send you everything. And it's like, damn, bitch, you don't even got the time, really. Now you can commit it to something else, and now you're taking up space in your room, in your spiritual room, and you've committed to something and actually you have no time for it. So really, in order to hold space for anybody else, you have to hold space for yourself. You have to say, do I have time for this? Or was that space that I'm holding reserved for something else? I want to be ready when this thing comes. And if I commit to this, I don't know if I'm going to be ready. It is okay if somebody asks you to do something and say, let me get back with you on that. Let me double check that I have time. Let me double check that I have the room and the opportunity to do that for you. It's completely okay. And if they don't understand that, then you need to evaluate what that person's role is in your life. One thing I remember when I was growing up, my mom used to get up early, really, really, really early. And she would already have on her clothes and be ready. And I would always be like, where are you going? Why are you, where are you going? She's like, I stay ready, so I ain't got to get ready. And that thing rings in my head. And it just shows me I love getting up early. I love, having on my clothes, whatever it is I might need packed for today for me and my child. I have all that ready. I the night before, I look through my obligations of what I need to do, and then I think about what I have time for, and then I think about what I want to do. I organize all that, and then when that day comes, I'm ready. I ain't gotta get ready. I got everything right with me, everything that I need. I'm good. I'm really just flowing with the day now. Oh, okay, I gotta create some content. Oh, okay, I need to fill some orders. Oh, okay, my child's gonna be with me all day. So those orders actually can wait until later when he's taking a nap. That content that I need to create, that's gonna have to wait later. It's about prioritizing, and you put yourself first on that list. When you hold space, make sure you're on that list. Number one, God and you. And then after that, if, let's say a friend just hits you up out of nowhere and you don't have nothing planned for a few hours, I'll meet you for happy hour. If you just want to chill, you don't want to meet them, you can say, it's been a long week. I'm relaxing and I need that space for me. I would love to go to happy hour with you, but I need that space for me. When you set boundaries, you can be of service to other people. When you hold that space, people come to you because you're inviting. Of this year, I've definitely been putting myself first on the list. Even my child, I'm like, you're whining right now because you want my attention, because my attention is something that you love, but you don't need it. You're gonna have to self-regulate, my boy. You're gonna have to self-regulate, my boy, because I'm watching this podcast right now. You all right? But he's definitely always high up on that list, because one thing with your children, when they become a certain age, they're not going to want or need you. And you have to use the times when they're young to connect with them and help them understand who they are by holding that space. When I pick him up from school, like, hey, how was your day? What you do today? How you do? After a while, he was just like, I don't know. But when I pick him up and I'm quiet, he tells me the most. It's like the floor is open now. The floor is open. We're quiet. I say, hey, Zane, I miss you today. How was everything? Good. That's it. And then randomly, Yana said this, like, it's, I love it. Like, and it's like, he wants to talk to me, he wants to open up. After I'm not forcing the conversation for him to tell me everything. It doesn't sound like I'm interrogating him, After I'm not just talking to say, look, I'm a good mom, and I'm asking you how your day was because I'm at work and I feel a little bit of guilt, You're just being, and you're allowing them to share whatever it is they want to share with you. So when you think about holding space, ask yourself, do I have time for this? Do I truly have time? Or am I committing to something? Am I able to be present when I know I really don't have the time? I know I really have more things that I need to do for myself. I know that I have 5 other things to do that day, but I'm going to commit because I don't want to let them down. Or I know that I need to rest. I need that. I actually need to rest. Or you just don't know. And so you can't give an answer. That's holding space. You're tuned in with yourself. You're tapped in with yourself. Because you allow the time to do it. You're allowing time to understand yourself. Space is time. You're holding it. You have it in your hands. And you can do what you want with it. I would recommend, with that space, make sure you're in it. And not only in it, make sure you're invested. Make sure you're present. Make sure you're real and honest with how you feel. Thank y'all for watching today. I'm gonna be back Friday, and I might just drop 2 videos for y'all. Just a little Christmas gift. I don't know. Depends on how I'm feeling. But thank you guys. Make sure you like and subscribe to this video. Share with a friend that needs to hear this. And make sure you hold space for yourself every single day.